want to go over a product that I don't sell or anything, but I found it's been the damn best product going for sore muscles, if you're like working out or whatever, or if you have aches and pains. Maybe you have that problem with your sciatic nerve or something, where it's like your back and it feels like it's your hip. This stuff, and they don't make it anymore, but you can make it yourself from a couple not too well-known ingredients. There's two main ingredients in it that make up the majority of it. Now, this is the product. I had a whole stash of it. This is my last one left. It's called DMSO Cream. Now, the company's still in business, but they don't make this blend. It's not pure DMSO. And DMSO is dimethyl sulfoxide. It's been known as an anti-inflammatory for working against arthritis. It was Doctor Stanley Jacob that actually first started the use of using dimethyl sulfoxide, DMSO, in patients for like arthritis and joint pain. He was actually the head of the heart and organ transplant clinic in the state of Oregon, and this was back in 1960. It was a great product when it was first discovered, these other uses. Then they banned it for a while, but they were still using it in sports medicine. DMSO, right? But I'm not talking strictly about DMSO. This is pure DMSO gel, right? It looks like a gel. Now, I'm going to just tell like one little drawback to it. For one, or a couple little drawbacks to it. For one, it will dry out your skin if it's pure DMSO. That's one problem. So you want to mix it with something, and I'll tell you what to mix it with. The other thing is, if you take a lot of it on your skin, actually it absorbs into the bloodstream, and what happens is you'll actually have like a garlic breath. It's kind of weird, it actually gets into the bloodstream, and it's a garlic breath. But here's the big problem, where it's not a problem if you have, like, say, petroleum oil on your skin or something, something bad, something that's harmful that you don't want in your bloodstream. If you put the DMSO over that, it will actually deliver it into the bloodstream itself. Now the flip side to that is that if you have something like, that's good for inside the body, like aloe vera or coconut oil, that's the other side of it too. It can actually deliver some kind of healing agents right to the part of the body that's has the injury, or like the soreness, not a severe injury, but like a soreness or an ache and pain. Now, this stuff actually is a combination of a few things. The reason, like a lot of products, there's not a lot. Actually, I think if you go in, there mainly is a lot of products maybe available online. But if you actually go into like many of these box stores and you look in the prescription areas, I don't think there's any products out there that contain any DMSO. I haven't seen any. And this is the one thing that's actually delivering. It's an anti-inflammatory itself, but it's actually delivering something else into the body. Now, this is about 50% DMSO, 50% Arnica Montana. Arnica Montana, Arnica. I don't even know how to spell. I'll spell it down in the bottom of the information box. But the second word is spelled, it's Arnica Montana. Montana is spelled just like the state, right? So, but that's a flower that also has high anti-inflammatory properties. It's been used actually more prevalently in Europe and in UK for the last 500 years. But it's still something that's not widely used, but it works like a miracle. It's very cheap too. Actually, you could buy Arnica Montana pills too and take it orally for like back pain. Non-prescription. Sometimes it works better than anything out there. The reason they don't like it, obviously, I think, is because looking down at the cat. He's looking at the other cat. But anyway, the reason they don't like it, the farmer doesn't like it, is because it's dirt cheap. It's very cheap. It's like Arnica Montana. I think it'll run you like, I don't know, you can get quite a few pills for like $8. Now you can get Arnica Montana Cream, but the beauty of this product, it was DMSO and Arnica Montana were the two main ingredients in it, about 50-50. But there was other things in it. It was aloe vera, comfy leaves, and I think coconut oil. There's a few other tidbits of that, but mainly the vast majority of it was a split between DMSO, dimethyl sulfoxide in Arnica, Montana. Arnica. It's Arnica, I believe, Montana. I'll spell it down in the information box. Now, both those things have extreme anti-inflammatory properties. Now, they don't sell this anymore, you know. It's like the company's still around, but I don't know why they don't sell this, because this damn thing worked better than anything I've ever seen. Now, some of the products you see online, they're about 10% DMSO. Now, what you could do, what I'm going to do, since when I run out of this stuff, because I had a big stash of it, and I'm kind of running out, I use it once in a while. It works better than any damn thing out there. I remember back when I found out about, I call it the blue stuff. You know, it's icy hot mineral ice or whatever the hell you call it. I said, wow, I thought that was a miracle when I found out about that. This stuff is way better, and they don't sell it anymore. But you can make it. You can make it. I used to always use the blue stuff, mineral ice, icy hot, whatever, and Advil, you know, and caffeine, get your blood going. That always helped the soreness a lot. But what you could do is you could buy like DMSO in a container like this, and you could buy a whole container of Arnica Montana in the cream. That's like almost all pure Arnica Montana. Mix them up. Put a little bit of coconut oil in it and a little bit of aloe vera, and you'll have yourself a very powerful mixture of this home brewed, joint pain, arthritic pain, sports soreness, muscle pain, and all that type of stuff for a very, very, very low price. Very low price. Because actually, there is one product out there that is, well, I'm not gonna say what it is, but it's I think this was like $8 for 4 ounces. There's a product out there that is somewhat similar to this. I don't want to say the name, but I think it's like $20 for 2 ounces. You can literally make something that is pretty close to it for a tiny fraction of the price. And this stuff is amazing, amazing. The only safety drawback with DMSO is that if you have something on your skin that is like, I kept trying to think of something like, say it was some kind of toxic substance on your skin. If you put this DMSO over it, it will deliver that directly into the bloodstream. See, they're actually going to use this for a method of delivering medicines into the bloodstream before they found these other ways out, without using needles. That's what they were thinking about using this. But the beauty of DMSO is that the Arnica Montana, if you mix it with that, it gets delivered right into the muscle. And the Arnica Montana is an anti-inflammatory. DMSO is an anti-inflammatory. It penetrates right into the muscle itself, right into the bone, right down to the bone. And you can put a little bit of coconut oil in it and a little bit of aloe vera, which is a healer too. They're both, they're both safe to get into the body. They're very healing type things. And you can make your own type of, anti-inflammatory sore joints, arthritic cream, whatever the hell you want to call it. Like, I don't have arthritis, but I notice sometimes what I do is like if I start working out and I feel a little bit of knee pain right in the beginning, I don't push right through it a lot of times. What I'll do is I'll put a little bit of that stuff on it, clear it up. It clears it up immediately, and just then keep going. And keep going. If I push through the pain, sometimes that can give me a problem where it's there for a long period of time. I know as soon as I have like a little bit of pain, in my experience anyway, if I use this stuff, and it's actually this stuff here, which they don't make anymore, which is approximately half DMSO, half Arnica Montana, it works like a miracle. I mean, it's amazing. And you can make this stuff yourself. You can get like DMSO gel, 100%, get a whole big thing of Arnica Montana, and put a little bit of coconut oil and aloe vera in it, mix it up, and you got a supply that's going to last you a hell of a long time, and it's going to beat any price out there, Now, there's a couple of little tidbits in here. I think there's like comfy leaves and soap bark leaves or something, and chamomile flowers. But, if you could throw whatever the hell, as long as it's something safe that it can go directly into the body and it has, healing benefits. Now, what I'm going to make is because this is going to be, it's about 3/4 full. I had like about I don't know. I must have had at least a dozen of these when they were producing them, and I'm running low. This is my last one. I'm gonna make DMSO and Arnica Montana about 50-50. Add a little coconut oil and aloe vera to it. I did this before, and that stuff was very effective too. I have tried that. I actually have tried it before, but I'm going to make a giant vat of it, and keep a whole pile of it on hand because, I like keeping emergency supplies on hand for all these little stupid things you might have because, you can't get enough done when you have sore muscles or you have an ache in your shoulder or your knee or something like that. This stuff works like a miracle. And believe me, I have a lot of experience with aches and pains. I know it, and it's not from being a hypochondriac. It's from pushing too hard too many times, and that's what happens. That's what happens. And when I came across this stuff a few years ago, I thought I knew everything about this kind of stuff until I came across this stuff, and they don't make this product. But I'm just explaining to you what's in it pretty much, and you can make your own. Real cheap, real cheap. So, just want to pass on that informational tip. I think a lot of people are probably after the holiday seasons with Thanksgiving and Christmas. A lot of people gain weight in the wintertime. They have, the big turkey dinners. They have the big holiday meals. They visit people. And then come January, they work out and they get sore. It's the stuff to use. Believe me, you can make it yourself.